give a warm welcome to Kari Jarvinen. And now for our best of breed winners, beginning with the Australian Cattle Dog. Oh, I beg your pardon, we have the import register first coming in. Sorry, that's my mistake. We have a lap of honour from our import register, which is, of course, the Hungarian Pumi. Apologies, Australian Cattle Dog. Now we have the Australian Shepherd Dog. Followed by the Bearded Collie. The Belgian Shepherd Dog Lacamois. The Belgian Shepherd Dog Taverne. And the Belgian Shepherd Dog Groenendahl. Followed by the Border Collie. Followed by the Rough Collie. Followed by the Briard. Next up, the Estrella Mountain Dog. And the Finnish Lapland. The German Shepherd Dog. The Hungarian Puli. The Lancashire Heeler. The Norwegian Buhund. The Pyrenean Mountain Dog. The Samoyed. The Shetland Sheepdog. The Swedish Valhund. The Cardigan Welsh Corgi. And the Pembroke Welsh Corgi. And from the AVNSC we have the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. Pastoral breeds were developed to help man to herd his livestock, and they needed agility, stamina, and natural herding instincts. Their coats needed to be functional to equip them to cope with climate and terrain. Note the difference between the Border Collie, bred to work on the expansive fells, and smaller Shetland Sheepdogs, more compact to work on the less expansive areas of the Shetland Isles. The Corgis, bred with their shorter legs, were ideally suited to work as healers, rounding in livestock by nipping at their heels. First to come under Kari's expert eye is the Australian Cattle Dog. This is a bitch, number 2477, who was awarded Best of Breed by Rui Oliveira from an entry of 13. In the 1800s, Australians began crossing dingo blue Marl collies to Dalmatians and black and tan Kelpies. The result was a dog identical in type and build to the dingo, only with a thicker set and peculiar markings. This is the Best of Breed winner, Australian Cattle Dog, 2477. Next we have the Australian Shepherd. The breed was judged today by Diana Spavin. She drew an entry of 30 and awarded Best of Breed to this dog, number 2497. There are many theories about the origin of the Australian Shepherd. Despite its misleading name, the breed as we know it today probably developed in the Pyrenean Mountains, somewhere between Spain and France. It was called the Australian Shepherd because of its association with Basque shepherds who came to America from Australia in the 1800s. This is the Australian Shepherd dog 2497. Tina Kant judged bearded collies today, and from an entry of 109, she found her best of breed winner in this dog, number 2550. One of Britain's oldest breeds, Beardies, as they are affectionately known, are believed to have originated with the Commodore in Central Europe, but were used to herd animals in Scotland for so long they became known as the Highland Collie. Later, the name was changed to Bearded Collie, since they have long facial hair, unlike any other collies. The Bearded Collie, number 2550. We now come to the first of the Belgian Shepherd dogs, and this is the Lacanois variety. They were judged today by Karen Berry, who found her best of breed winner from an entry of 3 in this dog, number 2633. The Lacanois comes from Boom, near Antwerp, taking its name from the Château de Laeken, a royal residence of Queen Marie Henriette, whose favourite variety of the breed was the Lacanois. The Lacanois, as yet, is the rarest variety in the UK, has a pretty short, wiry type of coat that is reddish fawn in colour. What's this way? The Lacanois Belgian Shepherd dog 2633. Now we come to the Tervuren Belgian Shepherd dog. This is number 2672. The breed was judged today by Lorna England, and there was an entry of 42. The Tervuren owes its name to the Belgian village of Tervuren, the home of M.F. Corbeil, an early devotee of the breed. It is believed that they were first whelped from a mating of 2 long-haired black-tipped fawns. The protective instinct of these dogs provided security for the farm and the family, and their herding abilities assisted with the daily maintenance of the stock. The best of breed Tervuren, number 2672. And the last of our Belgian Shepherd's dogs today is the Groenendaal. This is number 2620, a dog, and he was awarded best of breed by Karen Berry from an entry of 11. The Groenendaal is also known as the Chien de Berger Belge in most parts of the world. The breed's origin can be traced to the late 1800s, where it was listed in stud books and at dog shows. A versatile animal, it performed a variety of functions and worked as a herder, watchdog and companion. A restaurant owner is credited with fostering the Groenendahl. Bridget Bodle ran the rule over an entry of 128 Border Collies. Bridget awarded Best of Breed to this dog, number 2723. In the border country between Scotland and England, Border Collies, first classified as the Scotch sheepdog, were invaluable to shepherds by allowing them to maintain large flocks of sheep. The breed, as we know it today, has been around for more than 100 years. In the second half of the 19th century, Queen Victoria spotted a Border Collie and became an active enthusiast. The Best of Breed Border Collie 2723. Next we have the Briard. This is number 2825, a dog, who came through from an entry of 35 for Judge Ian Sexton. Centuries old and beloved by the French since the Middle Ages, the Briard has been depicted in 8th century tapestries and mentioned in records of the 12th century. In early times, Briards were used to defend their charges against wolves and poachers. After the French Revolution, the Briard's work gradually transformed into the more peaceful tasks of herding the flocks and guarding their master's property. This is the Briard, number 2825. Rough Collies were judged today by Val Dyer, who attracted an entry of 70. From that entry, Val found her Best of Breed winner in this bitch, number 2848. The exact origin of the collie is uncertain, but they have existed for centuries as herding dogs of Scotland and England. They were used primarily as a drover dog, guiding cows and sheep to market. The true popularity of the breed came about during the 1860s when Queen Victoria visited the Scottish Highlands and fell in love with the breed. From that point on, collies became extremely fashionable. The Rough Collie, number 2848. Sigurd Wilberg judged Estrella Mountain Dogs today. From an entry of 16, he found his Best of Breed winner in this dog, number 2896. The Estrella mountain range is in the central part of Portugal, and the Estrella is the Portuguese relation of the flock guarding dogs that can be found anywhere from Asia, halfway across the world to the shores of the Atlantic. The Estrella Mountain Dog 2896. This is the Finnish Lapphund number 2935, a dog. He was selected by Judge Dr. Annukka Paloheimo from Finland. He's best of breed from an entry of 57. The original Finnish Laphunds were the helper dogs of a tribe of semi-nomadic people, the Sami, in Lapland, which is of course the northern region of Finland, Sweden and in part Russia. Over hundreds of years, the Sami culture evolved into a more sedentary existence, which revolved around the keeping of reindeer herds. At the same time, the dogs evolved from hunters into herding dogs that helped to maintain the reindeer. The Finnish Lapphund number 2935. There was an entry of 39 German Shepherd dogs for our judge, Mr. W.A. Jackson. He found his best of breed winner in this dog, number 2967. Arguably the most popular breed worldwide, the Shepherd, as he is known to most people, provokes fiercer loyalties in enthusiast hearts than virtually any other breed. The German Shepherd dog originated in 1899 at Karlsruhe, Germany, due to the efforts of Captain Max von Stephanitz and others. Derived from the old breeds of herding and farm dogs, the Shepherd has evolved into the clever and versatile breed that we see today. The German Shepherd dog number 2967. Hungarian Poolies drew an entry of 18 for Jan Bodel today. Jan awarded best of breed to this bitch number 3009. As the ancient sheepdog of Hungary, the Poolie has been herding flocks for Hungarian shepherds for more than 1,000 years. Poolie ancestors were brought into the country by the Magyars from the Far East. The Poolie was nearly lost in the 17th century due to interbreeding, but the breed was thankfully revived in the early 20th century. The Hungarian Poolie 3009. David Cavill was our judge for Lancashire Heelers. Best of breed was this dog, number 3036, from an entry of 28. The origins of the Lancashire Heeler are not clearly defined, but it has been suggested that when cattle were herded from Wales by corgis to slaughter in the Ormskirk area, the Welsh Heeler met the Manchester Terrier with obvious results. This is a call for all best of breed winners in the working group. Can you go to the collecting ring now, please? That's all best of breed winners in the working group to the collecting ring now, please. The Lancashire Heeler number 3036. Now we have the Norwegian Buhund number 3049. This was a bitch selected by Dr. Annukka Paloheimo as her best of breed winner from an entry of 22. Hailing from Norway, the Buhund is one of the earliest known Nordic herding dogs, belonging to the Spitz family. The breed, as we know it today, herded sheep, guarded farms and hunted bear and wolf, Ancient versions of the Buhund travelling with Vikings on their many journeys have been documented as far back as the year 900. Apologies about that, we had a slight technical hitch. Of course, this is the Samoyed, number 3114. This is the Shetland sheepdog. This is a dog, number 3154. He was selected from an entry of 129 by Judge Liz Cartledge. Like the collie, the Shelties' history traces back to the border collie of Scotland, which, after being transported to the Shetland Isles and crossed with small, intelligent, long-haired breeds, was eventually reduced to miniature proportions. Over time, subsequent crosses were made with collies. The breed worked as farm helpers and home protectors, watching over crofters' cottages, flocks and herds from invaders of all kinds. The Shetland sheepdog, number 3154. Kevin Young selected this female Swedish Valhund as his best of breed winner. This is number 3260, who topped an entry of 21. It is believed that the Swedish Valhund goes back more than 1,000 years in Sweden to the days of the Vikings, where they were known as Vikingarneshund, or the Viking dog. During the 8th or 9th century, historians state that either the Swedish Valhund was brought to Wales or the Corgi was taken to Sweden, hence similarities between the two breeds. The Swedish Valhund almost became extinct in Sweden in 1942, but was rescued from that fate through the efforts of Count Bjorn von Rosen of Sweden. Swedish Valhund, number 3260. Cardigan Welsh Corgis were judged by Sigurd Wilberg. He drew an entry of 13, from which this bitch, number 3275, emerged as his best of breed winner. The Cardigan first arrived in Cardiganshire, its place of origin, with the Celts in 1200 BC. The breed became useful because the Crown owned practically all the land, and the tenant farmers were permitted to fence off only a few acres surrounding their dooryards. The rest was common land on which the crofter was permitted to graze his cattle. Instead of herding the cattle, the corgi would nip at their heels and drive them as far afield as desired. The Cardigan Welsh Corgi. Now we have the second of our corgis, and this is the Pembroke. This breed was also judged by Sigurd Wilberg today, and he found his best of breed winner in this dog number 3291 from an entry of 26. The Corgi from Pembrokeshire is a breed of considerable antiquity. The direct ancestors of the Pembroke were brought across the Channel in 1107 by Flemish weavers. The early progenitor is said to have had a resemblance to the old Schipperkees and sprang from the same family that includes the Kazan, Pomeranian, Samoyed, Chow Chow, Norwegian Elkhound and Finnish Spitz. The Pembroke Welsh Corgi 3291. From the any variety not separately classified, we have the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. The ADNSC was judged today by David Guy, and he found his best ADNSC in this dog, number 3318, from an entry of 14. This breed has a long history and derives from the Hungarian Puli and native long-coated herding dogs of Poland. He's been a working dog since at least the 1500s, but has gone through periods of decline due to European wars. It is said that he originally came to Britain in the 16th century when sailors from Gdansk exchanged their dogs for other animals at their Scottish ports of call. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog 3318. Kari is now going to make a shortlist for further consideration for the top spots. And it's the Australian Shepherd first out. The Border Collie. The Australian Mountain Dog. The Hungarian Puli. The Norwegian Buhund. The Samoyed and the Shetland Sheepdog. And the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. A huge well done and round of applause for our ex-team best of breed winners, please. Again, please do show your appreciation for our shortlist as they move up and down once more. It's the Australian Shepherd, number 2497. The Border Collie, number 2723. The Estrella Mountain Dog, 2896. The Hungarian Puli 3009. The Norwegian Buhun number 3049. The Samoyed number 3114. The Shetland Sheepdog number 3154. And the Polish Lowland Sheepdog number 3318. Kari's called for the boards already. And the winner of the Pastoral Group at Richmond 2016 is the Samoyed number 3114. In second place, the Hungarian Puli number 3009. Group 3 goes to the Estrella Mountain Dog 2896. And in Group 4, it's the Shetland Sheepdog number 3154. Thank you very much to our Best of Breed winners. A big hand for those, please. And let's see a lap of honour from our Pastoral Group winner, followed by its runners-up, the Samoyed, followed by the Hungarian Puli, the Estrella Mountain Dog, and the Shetland Sheepdog.